with you so that you can be able to grow stronger in your life as parents. Praise the Lord. Let's take our next reading, the book of 2 Kings, chapter 4, verse 8. Chapter 4. Yeah, we are trying to see the physicalness of God from verse 8. This is about the story of the Shunammite woman, Shunammite woman, or Shunammite woman. She is the main character of this presentation. And we go, be able to keep on digesting, sorting out, seeing what we can be able to gather for the pieces. One day, Elisha went to the town of Shunem. A wealthy woman lived there, and she invited him to eat some food. From then on, whenever he passes that way, he would stop there to eat. Elisha would stop there to eat. She said to her husband, I am sure this man who would stop in from time to time is a holy man of God. Let's make a little room for him on the roof, and furnish it with a bed, with a table, with a chair, and a lamp. Then he will have a place to stay whenever he comes. Elisha just visited in a particular region. Whenever he goes there, Shunem is like a street, and therefore, like when he passes, he always stops and goes to his home. The woman is the one first of all who invited him for a meal, and now every day, whenever he's passing through there, he has to go in and take a meal. Now, from what we read here, that this woman was observing Elisha. She observed Prophet Elisha during his many visits to her aid, that he was a holy man of God. You know, don't just jump. First of all, study, scrutinize, pray, and she realized this one is a holy man of God. Consequently, she asked her husband that together they prepare a room for him on the roof of the house, and furnish so that he can have a place to stay whenever he comes back. What do we know? What do we see about this woman? First of all, she also meals to the servant of God, because they know normally they don't carry money. They go and do the work of God. Finally, he may be invited. If you don't invite him, you might go and sleep without a meal. She offers meals. Whenever you come here, you must come to my house and take a meal. Number two, let's have a place for him to stay. You know what she is doing? She is investing in the kingdom of God. First of all, she invested in the meals, into the kingdom of God. Serve the servant of God. Because when you serve God. Number two, there is now a place to stay. A further investment. The investment is growing. Psalm 16, verse 7 tells us. And this is now where I praise the reading. Psalm 16, verse 7. I will praise the Lord who has given me counsel. Even at night, my heart instructs me. This, when I read there in the book, she is a wealthy woman. And she knows, she has realized that it's God who gives the ability to make wealth. And when she is blessed with wealth, she also blesses. She comes and supports this servant of God. And supports it, and even goes further with further investment. And therefore, he is saying here, I will bless the Lord who has given me counsel. God is the one who instructs you. He gives you counsel, he gives you wisdom. And at night, my heart instructs me. The heart is in the human spirit. In the spirit, heart is like the temple of God. That is like the center where God lives. Because here was saying, I'll come and live in your heart. You hear voices coming from the heart. If they come from the mind, it might be contaminated. Because even the other evils, they also decide. They're also flying in and out. But if it comes from heart, it is the truth. Because it's coming from your deposit. Right? You hear the heart giving you answers. That you, like when you... There was a time I used to do some studies. And sometimes I could not balance my account. And I'm tired. I got to sleep. Then I wake up and meditate after 1 hour, 2 hours. And I have the answer. I walk through. These are the things. I get the answer. The heart will instruct. Maybe what was bothering you, by the time you wake up in the morning, you have a better way of doing it. And then that's how God will operate in you. Let's go further to verse 11. Verse 11. One day, Elisha returned to Shunem, and he went up to his room, blessed, the room already provided by the lady. He said to his servant Gehazi, tell the woman I want to speak to her. When the woman arrived, Elisha said to Gehazi, they talk like God. God does not talk to you directly, talk to you through the servant. And now when Elisha talk to the servant. Even during the time of Moses would talk through Aaron. Aaron is the one to communicate with the people. Right? Let's see now. Tell the woman I want to speak to her. When the woman arrived, Elisha said to her, tell her that we appreciate the kind concern she has shown to us. Now ask her what we can do for her. Does she want me to put in a good word for her to the king or the commander of the army? Those are the big guys in the nation those days. The woman saying no. No, with a bold no. My family takes care of me. My family takes care of me. What do you understand? Elisha says, we appreciate the hospitality extended to him. We appreciate the hospitality extended to him. Prophet Elisha inquires from her what need he had that he may intervene on her behalf. The king, the commander of the army, maybe you want a letter to go to the army, or you want a favor from the king, you pass a good word for you. Or to whoever the situation may apply. She expressed the need, but the lady, the lady expressed no need, but contentment that I'm well taken by my family. She had not extended the hospitality for gain, but rather as a service to the king. She is comfortable. She does not want to earn from her hospitality. It was not again venture. Now, wisdom teaches us that you bless yourself by blessing others. When you bless others, then the heavens will also intervene and bless you. Let's take an example. You remember the Sarabbath widow, where Elijah went and stayed there for 3.5 years, and that had only a very small bread flour. And he said, I can't make a bread for you. It's only for me and my son. Eat this and we will die. You have nothing else. And then I said, no, just make a small bread. It's a very small one. Then the rest. After that, you make yours. She obeyed. He went, brought water and a piece of bread. After that, the prophet Elijah blessed the remaining part, and it became a meal for the family for several years. Elisha left, stayed there for 3.5 years, eating the same flour, the same oil, and for 3.5 years, and he left. And he said they continued eating that until a new surprise arrived, because there was drought in the nation. So, Sarabbath widow blessed Elijah, and Elijah blessed the widow. Remember, Lord, the nephew of Abraham. When he was in Sodom, and that very night, the two gentlemen alive, on the evening, they were edged, but they had the bodies of men. And Lot was somewhere near the gate, and he stood forward towards them and said, "Welcome to my place." The two men said, "No, we are going to the open area that we are going to stay at night." He persuaded them until they came in, because he knew it is not safe in Sodom to stay overnight in the open area when you are a stranger. Finally, they came to his house to protect them. And when the gangsters came at night, asking for the men, that they may be restored to them, that they may know them, Lord said, "Don't do that. Even if you want to, my two daughters, I will give you, but don't touch these men. They are here in the house. I call them out of respect of heaven." Now, in the morning, when the morning came, and Sodom was to be destroyed, God was asking to remember what God was going through when he was even ready to sacrifice his daughter. He was delivered from Sodom when it was being crushed. Him and his family. And they were asking whether there's anybody else that will go with him. He tried to look for anybody else, even those who were friends with the daughter, who had agreed to marry the daughter. They were too tied to Sodom basically. He went out, him, his wife, and his children. I believe. Sometimes we say it is because of the prayers of Abraham. But Lot also prayed because he was God-fearing. He was not in the business of Sodom people. And he was against it. That's why he was trying to save these two people. But they happened to be angels. They saved him. So when you bless others, you bless yourself. That is there. Let's go further to verse 14. Verse 14. Later, Elisha asked Gehazi, "You know, the woman has said she's okay, she's contented. She doesn't want anything. She's not in need." Later, now, Elisha now talks to Sabbath. Gehazi, "What do you think we can do for this for her? Yeah, you look around. Tell me what you think we can do for her. We are heavily indebted." He has suggested, with observation, she doesn't have a son, and her husband is an old man. Immediately, Elisha said, "Call her back. Call her back again." Elisha told Gehazi. Now, when the woman returned and stood at the door, Elisha said to her, still standing at the door, and said to her, as she stood in the doorway, "Next year, at about this time, you will be holding a son in your arms." The lady almost cried, saying, "No, my Lord." She protested, "Please do not lie to me like that, oh man of God." But sure enough, blessing was pronounced. The woman soon became pregnant, and at that time, the following year, she had a son, just as Elisha had said. Prophet Elijah doesn't want to come with your original. The idea does not have to come from his own. Like God, gives that pushing things to you, so that you yourself, it comes from your mouth. The lady withheld Messiah. Now he went to his servant. His servant did an observation. And he said, "Yes, there's a need here. These people, they don't have a son, they're old. They are more or less beyond the year of bringing children. Yeah, they can't go on their own and don't have a son." Now, but the woman, now when it was declared, Elijah calls the woman, his presence, and pronounced the blessings to her of a son to them within a year's end. But the woman responds with a cry of protest. Why was she protesting about this pronouncement? It was coming from her heart, weary and hoping. There was a time she used to hope for a child. She kept on praying, hoping, until she said, the fulfillment. Of fulfillment, she no longer considers in her season life that she is now past age. You know, she can't have a baby now. Say, I have to kill this. And therefore, when Elijah came with that thing, he was saying, don't lie. Because I used to pray a lot. Don't lie. It's not possible. I am pure. Elijah came, pronounced, and God does not lie. It came true. Yeah. Then I'm going to talk. However, the blessing was consummated within the time frame prophesied. Never give up. Pursue your dream to the end. If you have a dream and you know you're present to the Lord and it has been approved, you feel like it has been approved. Pursue, don't give up. Probably, this from me, and I feel it is true. Elijah was in this house of the lady to speak and to revive that dead day. But the lady did not know, and nobody else knew. But I think even if Elijah did not know, God was putting the desire in him to pronounce this blessing. Maybe when he was going there, he did not know, but God kept on pushing. You need to bless this lady. You need to bless this lady. You need to bless this lady. She's due for a blessing until it came the right one. And there the blessing. And therefore, my desire on this one, do not give your dream that you think God has already approved. Keep on pursuing. Don't listen to the people. Keep on pursuing. Whenever you are called, don't stop until you get it or you depart from this side and then you say, now it's on the other side. Because God has his own ways. He can give you any from any place. Let's go to verse 18. One day, when the child was old, he went out. Now the boy was born, son. One day, when he was older, he went out to visit his father, who was working with the harvesters. Suddenly he complained, my head, my head. His father said to one of the servants, carry him home to his mother. So the servant took him home, and his mother held him on her lap. But around noontime, he died. Yeah, the blessing has collapsed. She carried him up the bed of the man of God, then shut the door and left him there. She sent a message to her husband. Send me one of the servants and a donkey so that I can last the man of God. And I'll be back soon. Yeah, and I'll be right back. It's like nothing has happened. Yeah, she just want to go there, see the man of God. And come back. It means when the boy died, the woman believed that this blessing came from God. And when you get a blessing from God, God does not add salt to his blessing. No. That's what we get from Proverbs 10, verse 22. Blessing of the Lord makes a person rich, and he adds no sorrow to it. If this leader came from heaven, from God himself, then the boy is going to come back. Yeah, because he adds no sorrow. And therefore, she went to get Elisha. And Elisha came. Now let's see from verse 32. Verse 32. When Elisha arrived, the child was indeed dead, lying there on the prophet's bed. He went in alone and shut the door behind him, and he prayed to the Lord. Then he lay down on the child's body, placed his mouth on the child's mouth, his eyes on the child's eyes, and his hands on the child's hands. and the child's body began to grow warm again. Elijah got up and walked back and forth in the room a few times. Then he stretched himself again on the child. This time the boy sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes. Then Elisha summoned Gehazi, called the child's mother. He said, and when she came in, Elisha said, "Here, take your son." She fell on his feet overwhelmed with gratitude. Then she picked up the son and carried him downstairs. See? God, no matter what problem you go through, if you are in God, He will never leave you. And you have to believe that He will never leave you. No matter what darkness you go through, He's that's there. Keep on trying. You come through. It may not come that particular moment when you're in tears. No, He has managed to do maybe to sort of do also to give time so that when He talks to you, people to listen. You know, sometimes people cry around when you talk, they don't hear. Yeah. So, let's go back now. 2 Kings verse 8. This is where we are going to wait up. Another big benefit here. Verse 8. From verse 1. Chapter 8, verse 1. Elijah had told the woman whose son he had brought back to life. That's the same one. Take your family and move to some other place, for the Lord had called for a famine on Israel. This famine will last for 7 years. So the woman did as the man of God instructed. She took her family and lived in the land of the Philistines for 7 years. For 7 years. You see? The other people, they did not. But some time back, there was a decree that Israel is going to be punished by God. And we see in the book of 2 Kings, chapter 6, Ben-Hadad, the king of Syria, have come and besieged Samaria. So there's no going out. And he has decreed to last for 7 years. So you don't go out. There's no famine on earth. No get to land. There's nothing. It was intense. And this is where in some chapters we read that a cup of dove's tongue was costing how many pieces of silver. I think there was that damage. Maybe a spice or something, I don't know. And these are Jews, you know how spiritual they were? And also the head of a donkey was very expensive because the famine was severe. But you see, when you become the friend of God, you'll be revealing His covenant to you. Yeah, move out. Don't do that. Like when there was COVID coming, don't go to the health industry. Don't open it now. You have taken a loan and everything. No, don't. Do something else. Don't do anything now, right now. Freeze. Because when it came, those are the first ones to be closed. What happened to those who have just taken the loan and mortgaged everything they had, and then they were closed, and they don't have to continue to be paid, and you invest all the money there, frustrating the staff and everything, and you don't know when it will be up. It was total death for them. But when you are afraid of God, He'll give you those seconds so that you realize that He's God above everything. He's not like that. Chapter 3. Verse 3. Yes. After the famine ended, she returned to the land of Israel, and she went to see the king about getting back a house and land. She left the house there in the land, and the government had been using her to be processing what was left behind before people ran away. Now, as she came in to see the king, as she came in, the king was talking with Gehazi, the servant of Elisha, the man of God. The king had just said, "Tell me some stories about the great things Elisha has done." And Gehazi was telling the king about the time Elisha had brought a boy back to life. At that very moment, the mother of the boy walked in to make her appeal to the king. Look, my lord, he has explained. Here is the woman now, and this is her son, the very one Elisha brought back to life. Is this true? The king asked her, and she told him, yes, it was. So he directed one of his officials to see to it that everything she had lost was restored to her, including the value of any crops that had been harvested during her absence, or be taken back to her. She will not lose anything. Do you see? God knows how to position you. You turn around and you keep on okay. And by the time you stop where you are blessing her. When you open your mouth, you open your eyes, you're blessing her. He knows how to move you because he's the one who was controlling the blessing will come. And therefore, this particular time, he made sure that the woman will open that door when these people are at that point talking about it. And that's the excitement. This is the one. If she's the one, let her take it. Let me now say what I've said here. After the famine, she returned to Israel. She went to the king's what happened here? The prayer was approved. The woman's request was approved and prioritized. The promise stands even today. He, our Lord, will never leave us, never forsake us. He's always there. In all your situations, the road is always ahead of you, making your pathway clear. Just believe and do not doubt, for it is so. That's my writing. It is so. So that's what I believe. The road is always ahead of you. It doesn't come behind. It goes ahead. He has the way for you. That's what he does. He has done too. Let me see what I had written in it. Now, during the famine, you can note that here we have 7 years. You remember during Elijah's time, the same people, they went for a famine. And it was for 3.5 years. Now, Elijah came with a double portion. The famine is for double. 7 years. And also, I also suspect the intensity of this famine was also double. So, I'm pressing you. The more scrutiny you go through. And in Psalm 25, verse 14. Psalm 25, verse 14. Friendship with the Lord is reserved for those who fear him. With them, he shares the secret of his. You share his secret. So that you are ahead of there. Yes. I used, in 1970s, when our Kenya economy was very small, and people were getting very rich. We used to hear this. The main tax was going to the beer, the cigarettes, very few items. And therefore, these people who are making the budget, they have some contact there. The dealers who are very few. You have VAT, you have the Kenya breweries, and they go and whisper to the distributor and what have you. The beer is going with 2 shillings. The cigarettes are going with what? And then these people, they go and take loans. And they stock, and they stock and stock. Then immediately the budget is announced that very night, the very morning, the following morning, all his trucks are lining up. This one from Nairobi to Mombasa, the one to Bali. Within a week, he has made millions. He's not stealing, but he's getting benefit of getting those secrets. All right? It has happened. I know it used to happen. It used to happen. That's why some people could not really compete with some of the good. But then, even in heaven, be loyal to him, and you'll be loyal to you. You'll never be taken by something. That is my plan. Now, this text, I was praying it, and I said, I will talk about the faithfulness of this woman. That when she saw this man preaching, going out with the business, telling people what is going to happen, telling people to stop worshiping God. There's only one God. They didn't escape from listening. And she was obeyed to the Bible. She was quite bad. Others did not. And she was wealthy. And the wealthy are the proud one. This one was weak. Instead of getting proud, she allowed herself to be humbled by the Lord. And therefore, she kept on getting those benefits until even the ultimate blessing of getting son that old was decreed. And therefore, the faithfulness of God, it has nothing in it. It has nothing in it. You decide when to turn around and point at you. But know that there is a day for you. Know that there is a day for you. No matter how people go away or others they do what, know that there is a day for you. That's what I believe. And I've seen it in some situations. Some people, they just spring from nowhere. God gives them ideas. You know, when in 1980s, when we have a lot of banks coming up in Kenya, African banks, that were closed down by the government. Some of those, they were not started. You know, the problem was getting the capital. But I know some guys, they did not even have the capital. They borrowed from the government. And they came. They deposited. And that was the capital. You know, you go to a meeting, you listen to what the people are saying. What else? You don't follow those ones. Yeah? Finally, you go there and get another elders, start one. And then you say, I know you don't have money. But you borrow them. But God protects. When they were about to be completely wiped out, all African banks, by the money regime, that very day, Baru, who are the financial kings in Kenya, had surrendered equity. They said they have surrendered. They told the guy there, you cross. We don't want problem with the government. He said, if they come and take the license, but as long as the license is there, they're going to open. That very night, the crackdown stopped. The crackdown stopped, and he was there. And now, started again. Because God told him, don't panic. This is what they are saying. Because others were closing and running away. Even come, let's say they move from Ranga to Mombasa. They ran away. They cannot be bound by the spirit. But this was said, even take license. But as long as the license is there, it's to open. And all the other directors have surrendered their seats. And then finally, we stopped. And they were now, government was talking about assist. The equity survive. Not that it fought. No. I think they looked to God. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Do not look at the multitude where they're going. God does not go with the multitude. He goes with the individuals because He's blessing us with individuals, even to nations. He does not bless all the nations. There's individuals, even to human individuals. And therefore, my prayer as we go through these tribulations, remember, even if you don't feel Him, He's still alive in you. I keep on pressing. But be ready. Be ready. Because you don't know the time. The time may be even hundreds of years. But towards the end, there is frequent calamities. People die first because they are chaos whatever. You know, you go to Walmart, they're shooting. Who dies? You go to the school, they're shooting. And it is over here, even in Kenya, wherever. Therefore, my prayer is, let's look upon the Lord, guide us, help us in our struggles, and to secure us even our family. Because you don't pray for your own. You pray for your family's too. Because probably you are the one who's appointed. I remember there was one time here, I was crying. I was trying to get one of our pioneers to pray. Somebody was very sick. And when I was here, I was told, there is one in your family. You don't have to call people to society or what. Go to that one. And in your family there is one who is appointed. In every family there is one God stands. So that the blessing, when they come through that. And then this man has to open more pipes to go to the other members of the family. They don't have to stick with him. If they stick with him, it is stop. No more. But every family has somebody who has been appointed. And therefore, God in you assisting you. He assisting you from conquering you. And since He says He wants to visit our heart, we are all connected. When you cry, He hears. Yes. And therefore, as we go for this weekend, look brighter. Have more hope. Yes. That we will flourish. We will be there, even to the end. You know what I prophesy? I prophesy that this Emmanuel Deliverance Community Church will be one of those churches that will be there at any time. It is going to last. That is why it is going through all this chaos. Because God sits and makes sure this is right out. But God says, and my feet are there. I've already planted my feet are there. No matter what you do, it will stand. But it will stand if you stand with it. And you stay clean. Don't mess yourself up. Stay clean.